On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, Bitcoin Cash is having another bout of hyperinflation. Jamie Dimon has been reported to the financial regulators for market manipulation of Bitcoin. And major Japanese travel agency, HIS, starts accepting Bitcoin. All of that and a mini market roundup on today's episode of the Cryptoverse, so stay right there. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. Find out more at cryptoversity.com. So without further ado, let's begin with the market roundup. For the market roundup, as always, we head over to coinmarketcap.com. And just a quick reminder, if you've not checked out KEXCoin yet, you see the big banner at the top of CoinMarketCap. Check out KEXCoin.com. It's a crowd sale, token sale, ICO that I'm involved in right now. Ends in about 3 weeks' time, so check it out. So in terms of the awards for the coins today, we have the biggest winner being Dash. Pretty much a down day across the board today. It was very strange. I did see Bitcoin dip yesterday, and that has carried on elsewhere. However, Dash is one of the only survivors. In fifth place by market cap, it has a $2.68 billion market cap. It's up by 0.98%, so just shy of 1% gain for Dash there, which is nice considering everything else is down. Now, Dash is now trading around $354. We'll take a look at the charts in just a moment. And also, Dash is the most traded altcoin with $174.8 million of trading volume in the last 24 hours. Dash is surrounded by all of these losses, like 7% for Bitcoin Cash and so on. But the biggest loser actually is Stratis. After a good day the other day, Stratis is now in 18th place with a $409 million market cap. And it's down 9.61%. If you wanted to buy a Stratis token, you would be looking at $4.16. Decred gets the honorable mention. Here it is in 25th place. It's managed to survive with a gain of just 0.2%. At least it's not a loss. And Decred is reigning in 25th place there because of its $205 million market cap, just above EOS. Now, if you want to buy a Decred, it would be about $35.39, and near enough $3 million of Decred has been traded in the last 24 hours. Going on from there, the Crazy Coin Award goes to DentaCoin. I've highlighted it in the wrong color, never mind. DentaCoin is down here at 52nd place. It's gained 35.65%, which is pretty significant looking at all the rest of the losses across the board here. In any case, DentaCoin is now a $90 million market cap, and the coin price is absolutely tiny. It's like a 10,000th of a penny. It's 0.0003 cents. Now, DentaCoin is what it sounds like. It's a blockchain for the dental industry. So they're going multiple ways. They're looking at, say, dental health insurance on the blockchain. They're looking at the supply chain for dentist equipment, a marketplace for dental equipment, and dental records information. It's kind of just not one thing. It's an entire vertical solution for the dental industry. I looked at it when I saw this Crazy Coin Award thing going on. So you might want to check it out. It looks quite interesting. Moving on for a quick look at the charts here, we've got Bitcoin Cash trading at $422. We've got the floor at $374 and the top at $488. Nothing to write home about there. Bitcoin's more interesting. I thought we had a hold above 4,000 there for a second, but hasn't happened. The point it's struggling with is 38.67. So that's where it held above for a couple of days and now is going back down again. The floor for me would be about 3,400. So just a quick note on that. Medium-term trend line is still holding just fine, but it's going to struggle, I think, to get a hold above 37.67, but on the bottom side, 3,400 would be good support. Looking at Dash, it's now started to go back up again. It had a big spike yesterday, and it had a high of 370. Went back down below a key level. The key level for Dash to look at is $343. It couldn't hold above that yesterday or the day before. It's attempting it again right now as we speak. So the high of the day is above that, but it still didn't manage to hold above it. So we'll have to see what happens before the end of the day. Let's see about Ethereum. Key level for Ethereum, $265. That's the level it's crashed down below. Kind of looks similar to Bitcoin in the sense that the level that I said was key for Bitcoin was 37.67. Well, similarly, similar shape here on Ethereum, $265 would be a key level to hold above and get support from. Quick look at LiteCoin real quick. LiteCoin has broken its medium-term trend line that I was very confident about. Interestingly for LiteCoin, one of the key levels I've got here is $60, and of course $50 is another one. And most interestingly about LiteCoin, the 50-day moving average is starting to bend downwards. Overall, the price is in no man's land, so I wouldn't trade it right now. But looking at this, there's a good floor here at $45, so that should be pretty reliable. Moving on to the news segments then, Bitcoin Cash is still having these bouts of hyperinflation. So when I look at CoinDance today, coin.dance, I can see 16 blocks were mined in the last hour alone, when there should only be an average of 6 blocks. Right? The previous hour, 10 blocks were mined, when it should be an average of 6. Now, since 12.5 Bitcoin Cash comes into existence every time a new block is mined, the supply of Bitcoin Cash is being created faster than it is intended. Right? This is this seesaw mechanism that we discussed soon after Bitcoin Cash launched. Because its mining difficulty adjusts more quickly, it's prone to manipulation by big miners coming in and then leaving again. So as far as I'm aware, Bitcoin Cash would have to hard fork in order to fix this problem. So if you want to keep an eye on this yourself, just go to coin.dance, click on the button to flip it to Bitcoin Cash mode, and you'll be able to see what the situation is at any time. Moving on to the next story here, Jamie Dimon has been reported to the Swedish Financial Supervisory Authority for market abuse. So this company is called Blockswater. It's filed this report against JP Morgan Chase and Jamie Dimon, who is the chief executive. They claim that he violated Article 12 of the European Union's market abuse regulations when he declared that Bitcoin was a fraud last week. More interestingly than that, down in the red, there's a quote from this Florian, who's the managing partner at Blockswater. Quote, Jamie Dimon's public assertions did not only affect the reputation of Bitcoin, they harmed the interests of some of his own clients and many young businesses that are working hard to create a better financial system. Now this is interesting. That's close quote, by the way. This is interesting. As more businesses rely on Bitcoin and its ecosystem, there are going to be an increasing number of people willing to defend it, right? Even though they don't control it. Just kind of like the internet, I guess. There's so many businesses that now rely on it. You have things like the Electronic Frontier Foundation and numerous other organizations that protect the internet. So anyway, moving on from there, the orange bit says, Blockswater said JP Morgan traded Bitcoin derivatives for their clients on the Stockholm-based exchange Nasdaq Nordic before and after Dimon's statements. And this fellow Florian, I can't even pronounce his second name. I was going to attempt it, but I'm not going to. He said, quote, smells like market manipulation, close quote. And the article ends by saying JP Morgan Chase declined to comment. No surprise there. You know, I don't think Jamie Dimon is that stupid to run the risk of being collared in this way. Either he thinks he's untouchable, or he thinks that he can say what he likes because Bitcoin is not owned by anyone, right? If he said, like, gold is a fraud, for example, would that be considered market manipulation? Well, of course, with gold, the market already knows better, so maybe that's the difference. The kicker for me, though, is that JP Morgan traded Bitcoin derivatives before and after Jamie Dimon's statements. But I personally think those two things are independent. I don't believe Jamie Dimon knows every little trade going on in his company, right? And at the end of the day, I don't think we can take any of this at face value either. I think it's much more likely that this fraud comment from Jamie Dimon was misdirection. It's kind of like, you know, a magician's sleight of hand. He directs your attention away from the trick is really taking place. So from your point of view, it looks like magic. Don't fall for it, guys. Final story of the day comes from Bitcoin.com. Major Japanese travel agency HIS starts accepting Bitcoin, including some Bitcoin exclusive deals. So this HIS group has 295 offices in Japan, and it has another 230 others in 66 countries. So they've enlisted the services of Bitflyer, which is Japan's largest Bitcoin exchange, largest by volume. They've enlisted them to help them with this, process Bitcoin payments and so on. Now, further down, there's a real interesting bit here. Under this heading where it says stores to accept Bitcoin and Bitcoin specialists, it says HIS decided to introduce Bitcoin payments to add convenience for domestic customers as well as attract new markets. Interesting that this was their motivation for adding Bitcoin payments. To my mind, security is more important. For example, I have a letter on my desk right now from Bulletproof Coffee saying basically, terribly sorry, we may have leaked your credit card information in a security breach. So if I'd paid them with Bitcoin, then my payment information would never have been on their servers in the first place, would it? And this benefit applies to HIS and anyone else that accepts Bitcoin as payment. There is no risk that if you get hacked, your customer's payment information will not get leaked because Bitcoin is cash. Anyway, HIS launched their Bitcoin payments on the 21st of September at this big launch event, and they gave away some Bitcoin to their first customers who bought the promotional packages and so on. I'm really pleased that Japan keep leading the way with Bitcoin adoption. It seems week after week there's another story about some other major Japanese organization embracing Bitcoin and boosting adoption. I think this has got a lot to do with the fact that Japan is further down the dark path of fiat currency, and they've kind of reached the fiat currency endgame with the yen. So to them, I guess, by adopting Bitcoin, they see we don't have much to lose. So thanks very much for joining me today, guys. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best materials, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. Alright guys, I'm heading off to Las Vegas now, so keep an eye on the channel for those vlogs coming at you, and I will see you in one of those videos. Bye for now.